Video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to get your girlfriend back. And it's not gonna be easy, but you just gotta stay calm, you gotta stay patient, you gotta focus on yourself, and I'm gonna show you the steps on how to get your girlfriend back, because they all come back. You just gotta know what to do when she does come back. So first off, this is the most important one that you gotta listen to, is stop all communication. Stop texting her, stop calling her, stop everything. I don't care if she left her purse at your house. You got a letter from the court saying that she needs to be in court. It doesn't matter. That's her problem. It's not for you to solve her problems anymore because she's gone. So that being said, cut all communications, delete her number. Every time you reach out, she's focusing on how annoying you were. She's thinking about all the bad things and how you got no options. She's gonna remember how annoying you are, all the things that pissed her off. Maybe you left your socks near the bed and she hated it, and she just remembers all that stuff. She remembers the music that maybe they used to play and she didn't like. She's gonna remember all the bad stuff. If you stop all communications, she's gonna start remembering all the good stuff. She's gonna hear a song that maybe you guys listen to together, and she's gonna be like, oh my God, I used to love this song with him. He used to like these kind of movies. We used to watch these kind of movies. She's gonna remember all the good stuff. So that's why you gotta cut all communications. You gotta wait for her to reach out to you. Here's another catch. You gotta think about why she left. 95% of the time, there's another person involved. Yeah, she got another man, 95% of the time. Unless you beat up her family, unless you killed her dog, something crazy, girls don't leave. Girls cannot handle being single. I don't care if you cheated. The only thing she's gonna do back is cheat on you back. That's what happens. And at that point, you should have wanted her back anyways. Call it a double standard, I don't care. You see, women do this thing called monkey branching. They're holding on to you and they're searching for the next guy. And as soon as they get a hold of the next guy, they let you go and they keep going. And they try to find better and better. They think the grass is greener on the other side. It's really not. But as for her to find out, and that's when you will get a text back or a call back from her. And it's not gonna be on some, oh, I miss you. It's gonna be on some, oh, I think I left something behind, or something in that sort. And she's gonna be waiting for you to say, I miss you and I wanna see you again, and so forth. You don't wanna fall into that category either. You do not wanna drag yourself in the mud, so to speak. Our emotional beings, they're make decisions on emotions and so forth. You have to be the balance. You can't be emotional at all, because there has to be a balance. There has to be an emotional woman and a strong man. So if you're emotional, she's emotional, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So you gotta be solid as an oak tree. What happens, like, imagine a solid oak tree. A car could hit it, a few leaves fall off, that's it. That tree continues to live for hundreds of years probably. So maybe she left you. Maybe there's not one guy, maybe there's multiple guys that she's sleeping around with. And that's where we come back to, men, we build value. Women, they have to protect their values. So if she's going out with sleeping with a lot of different guys, she's actually diminishing her value. She just doesn't know it yet because of Instagram and dating apps and thirsty men. But a high value man would never take a woman with a large body count and everyone knows all the rumors, and she has one of those blue pages and everyone's seen a lot of things about her. Think about it. Nobody wants to be with a woman that's everyone has access to, or everyone's seen, you know, borderline naked or, you know, so forth. You know what I'm talking about. Thing you have to do, you have to focus on yourself. What I mean by that, you got to focus on your goals. You got to focus on where you want to be 5 years from now. Do you want to start a business? Where do you want to work? What are you doing to get your, you know, the perfect job that you've always dreamed about? That's what you need to focus on. Don't focus on women. There's plenty of those. And a new girl turns 21 every day. I know it's really hard to think about the future and what you want to do and your passion and going to the gym while you're heartbroken. I mean, as a man that I've been there plenty of times, all you want to do is lay in bed and think about it. That's not going to help you at all. So get your ass up, hit the gym, and get to work. That's all there is to it. And eventually, that pain will slow down and it won't eat you alive like it used to. I'm not saying you're gonna forget about her in 3 months or 6 months. You might never forget about her at all. You might never forget about her. But that's okay. You just got to learn how to carry that shit behind you and keep it stepping, keep walking up that mountain, keep climbing that ladder, keep going and leveling up. That's all you got to do. Some of the things that you can do to create attraction. Buy some new clothes, buy some new shoes, subtle stuff. Start getting haircuts, once, twice a week. Get some clothes that fit you, Get you a pet. That way you're not lonely. See, that's why I got Bronco. Bronco, come here. That's why this little guy's here. Because I'm making money. Because with money, you can do whatever you want. You can do, your options are open. You can travel. I love traveling by myself, me personally. Like to wake up whenever I want. I can leave whenever I want. I don't have to, worry about somebody else saying I'm too tired and so forth. Just traveling alone is the best. I don't know. I personally really enjoy traveling alone. But I know you're not there yet. I'll eat at restaurants by myself. I'll travel by myself. Once you get comfortable with that, you become a superhero. You're unstoppable. You don't depend on nobody for your happiness. And that's where you need to get to. Another thing that could help is let her see your growth. Post on social media. And don't be annoying. Don't post 10 stories in one day. Post one story maybe once every 2 weeks. You need to keep your life private. People need to be questioning, what is he doing with the rest of his time? You don't want to post all your business on social media. You got to be mysterious. Mystery creates attraction. Hang out with your friends. Maybe she has some friends that she didn't like you hanging out with. Well, now's the perfect time to hang out with them. Because you know what? You're doing things that would piss her off. And that's letting her know that you don't give a fuck. And that's great. And make sure when you post something on Instagram or your stories or whatever, make sure you type a caption. Nobody wants us to just see some mountains, post these mountains. I did a 3-hour hike and I finally got to this place. Post something interesting. Make sure there's a story behind your post. Half the time, I don't know what I'm looking at when I click on people's stories. I'm like, well, what am I looking at here? I don't know where you're at. I don't know where you're going. I don't know if you like that or you don't like that. I live life with a purpose. Another thing is get back into your hobbies. Maybe you abandoned your hobbies when you were with her. Maybe you like riding your bicycle, dirt biking, snowboarding, bowling. I don't care if you play golf. Your hobbies are endless. If you don't have a hobby, go pick one, go find one. I don't care if you start collecting Star Wars figurines, anything, just get out there and go find a cool hobby that you actually enjoy and you like. Now, there's some bad hobbies. Video games, that's gotta go. Marijuana, you need to slow down with that if you're doing it too much. If you're doing it every day to numb yourself. Alcohol, slow down with that. Maybe keep that for the weekend. Another bad hobby is watching sports by yourself, at your house, cheering for a team that you're not even part of the team. The players go to different teams and you're still loyal to that team. I don't get it. Anyways, unless you're going out to a sports bar and having fun with your friends and you're talking and having conversations and maybe you have a couple drinks, you have a great time. That's different. But you're at home watching sports and you're locked in and you're posting about it. No, that's not a good hobby. She does not care if you're dying. She does not care if you're sick. She does not care at all. I'm sorry to tell you, but your girlfriend, your wife is not your mom. She will leave you at your lowest point when you're depressed, when you don't have any money, when you're sick, when you have the world falling on you. She does not care. I'm sorry to tell you, but portraying that to a woman and looking for empathy and looking for love from a woman that you thought loved you is not gonna work in your favor at all. She is not gonna care. She's actually gonna run away faster away from you than you can imagine. So the best thing you could do is never let her know that you're hurt. Never let her know that you're sick, and just keep pushing forward. And eventually, this too shall pass. And don't be mad at women. That's just biology. That's just nature. That's just how they're built. So the sooner you understand this, the less you'll hate women, and the more you understand women, the more women you will attract. Okay, it's just simple. It's basic biology. I want to hear, oh, my girlfriend's different. My wife is different. No, I'm sorry to tell you, she's not. She is not different. They are all the same. So many men that I coach tell me the same thing. Oh, my wife is different. No, I'm sorry to be just the same way that you like looking at boobies and booty, they like the same stuff. You're just wired the same. They are wired the same also. So keep that in mind. It's nature. Women are attracted to emotionally stable man, a man that can't be shook, a man that doesn't get emotional about everything. He's able to keep his mind exactly where he needs to be. He knows how to focus and not let his emotions take over. She also likes a driven man with goals and passions, and it could be a hobby, and you're like passionate about your hobby, and you're gonna focus on that, you're gonna put her to the side and focus on your hobby. That is attractive. Even though she's complaining, still do whatever you like to do, because at the end of the day, you're letting her know she's not your number one priority. Even though you're loyal, even though you could be loyal, you could just focus on yourself, your goals, and your passions. The moment you stop doing that and you put her as number one, and you put her on a pedestal, she is done with you. Matter of fact, a girl would actually tell you that she cheated on you so you can level up and not treat her as a priority. If that's happened to you, leave a comment and let me know, because that happens too often. A girl will often tell you, I cheated on you with this guy and this guy. It was a one-night thing. It didn't mean nothing. But she's only telling you that because you're treating her as a priority. You're putting her on a pedestal, and she's sick of that. She wants you to focus on yourself, focus on your goals. And that's the only reason she's telling you that. But if she cheated on you, it's a wrap. You can't stay, because she's going to do it again. So that's not a good woman. So, okay, so eventually she is going to, if you do all those things, she is going to reach out. And if she doesn't, maybe you did something to burn that bridge. Matter of fact, you didn't burn the bridge. You blew the bridge up. And that's okay. Because do you really want sloppy seconds, sloppy thirds, sloppy fourths, sloppy fives? Like, do you really want to be in there after, all these other guys been in there? You don't want to be there. I'm telling you right now. Because women know if you take her back, you are weak and you're not strong enough to live without her. And that is a huge turnoff for her. At this point, I should rename the video as why you shouldn't take your girl back after she left you, because there's so many reasons why you shouldn't want her back. No, if you do take her back, just know she's not gonna respect you, because she's gonna know that you don't have options and you're able to put up with that disrespect, and she's not gonna respect you as a man. She's gonna think in her head, she's like, this guy took me back after I slept with 3 different men and he's still here. Like, do you not have any self-respect? Women value and like men with self-respect, and men that know how to say no, men that know how to break up with women and leave them. That's what they like. They like the man that they couldn't have. If she knows she can have you, you're no longer a challenge. You're no longer attractive. That's why I tell men, stop reaching out and being simps on social media, on dating apps. Stop telling them how pretty they are. That's only lowering your value and putting them on a pedestal. It's not good. Girls have a deadline after like 29, 30. Their chances of getting pregnant decreases every month by 15 to 20%. Don't believe me? Just Google it. ChatGPT it. So if she gets with you after 30, just know she's settling with you. You were not her first option. She knew you were there the whole time. She just wanted to have fun with all these other guys and finally settle with you because you're a safe option. And she doesn't really like you. She's just settling with you. You're not the man of her dreams. The man of her dreams is with somebody that's probably 22 years old, probably 25 years old, and she's probably, nobody knows about her, because that's how men like their women. You see, a man likes a woman that nobody knows about. Now, a woman likes a man that everyone knows about, that everybody wants. So if you're in your early 20s, relax, you got time. Girls don't really like men in their 20s, telling you from personal experience. Once you hit 30, they all start DMing you and they start messaging you, and it just, your options are gonna be a lot better. And the girls that are your age, well, they're not it. When you hit the gym early in the morning, you start thinking about because you just conquered the gym. You just put yourself through pain and suffering. So you start thinking about what else can I conquer? So do that every day. I don't care if you go to the gym for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. That's gonna get your blood flowing, and it's gonna have you thinking that you can conquer the world. So continue with that continue with that energy and keep moving forward. And pretty soon you're gonna have a lot of money in your bank account and you're gonna have enough options. Maybe you wanna get her back and get even. That's just bad karma, bad energy. You don't have time for that. Keep it stepping, find the new girl and start building. There's no reason to go back and get even. There's no benefit to that. You're not gonna make yourself feel any better. You're not gonna make her feel any better. It's just all bad all the way around. If anything in this video and this was helpful, and if your girl does come back and you follow all these steps and don't chase her, man, maybe I'll upload more. But you gotta drop a like and subscribe. If not, then I'm just gonna, because I don't get paid from these videos. I'm just doing this to help you out. And let me know. I'm gonna tell you right now, you are valuable. You are a valuable person. You probably have a job that helps out society. I don't care if you're delivering Amazon packages. People are benefiting from your service right now. So whatever you're doing, level up and keep going. So for today, that's a wrap. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Me and Bronco are gonna go for a walk. Come on, Bronco, let's go.